A pleasant morning, each and every one. I hope that everybody is doing good. So, for our session for today, I'll be discussing one of our topic for this term, and it's all about the herbs and the spices. Okay, so before I proceed with the next slide, I just want to have a short introduction with herbs and spices. Always remember that these are the fundamental ingredients in every professional kitchen. So, mapa-restaurant, mapa-hotel, or any kinds of food businesses, um, those herbs and spices are very important for their food preparation. So, sa part naman ng mga chefs, for chefs, they're not just flavorings. So, they consider herbs and spices class as the tools for what? Creativity, for the presentation, and of course, for the culinary identity. Okay? So, our learning objectives, the end of the session, the students must be able to identify common culinary herbs and spices, understand the difference between dried and fresh herbs, and apply herb and spice pairings to enhance flavor profiles. So, moving on. So, let's define herbs versus spices. So, from the definition here, when we say herbs, these are the green leafy parts of the plants typically grown in temperate climates. Example natin ng common herbs, no? Are basil, parsley, cilantro, and mint. So, best used fresh or carefully dried. So, ito po class yung common and natural herbs na dapat meron po sa kitchen natin. Kasi kahit anong klase ng food preparation or it can be beverage, we can use those four that we have mentioned here on our examples. And then, if we will define spices naman, this is derived from other plant components such as bark, roots, seeds, buds, or berries, often grown in tropical climates. Example natin, cinnamon, ginger, and black pepper. So, tatandaan nyo lang, when we say herbs, usually, it is fresh or it can be dried leaves. Coming from what? From plants. At pag spices naman, technically po, nanggaling siya sa mga dried seeds, barks, roots, or it can be fruits din, or plants. Okay? So, ang usage natin yan is providing bright, fresh top notes while spices um, deliver deep flavors to different dishes. Okay? So always remember on that. And another thing that we need to consider is why do we season? So bakit ba tayo gumagamit ng mga herbs and spices to elevate the flavor? So we have three reasons here. From the flavor elevation, spices and herbs draw out and elevate the natural flavors of primary ingredients without adding extra fat, calories, or sodium to the dish. So, meaning to say, uh, it can be herbs and spices, it enhances flavor in the aroma of the food. Okay? Because it gives complexity and balance to different dishes. Ay halimbawa puwede natin gawin ng isang pagkain through the use of herbs and spices. Typically, halimbawa puwede siyang maging sweet without using sugar, puwede siyang maging spicy, it can be bitter, or it can be savory and whatsoever. So without the use of other condiments, the common condiments na ginagamit natin, the local condiments, we can um, substitute herbs or it can be spices to enhance flavor and the aroma. So para bang sinasabi natin that herbs and spices may help to become the dish extraordinary. Okay, as long as you know what is the right seasoning na gagamitin natin. Example natin, if you will cook um, white pasta or carbonara, ayan, we can use dried basil or pwedeng rosemary on the top or pwedeng while you are um, creating the sauce, something like that. So if you will not add salt or other condiments pa para mag-add ng flavor, yung na-mention ko, it will be enough to have an extraordinary taste ng isang carbonara. And why do we season? Number two, aromatic depth. Our sense of smell accounts for a massive part of how we perceive taste. So spices provide deep, complex aromas that build anticipation. So from here, we are creating what we call signature dishes. Why? Because um, we as a customer, lalagay natin yung sarili natin as customer, no? Ano tayo eh, mabilis tayong ma-hook once the smell of the food is very inviting, 'di ba? So by the use of herbs and spices, nami-meet na natin agad yung satisfaction ng customer. So on the side naman ng ating mga chefs, in order to create signature dishes from them, so they need to use the flavor profiles na tinatawag. So the unique combinations ng herbs and spices. Okay? So, for example, rosemary, and then you will put additional basil. So dalawa ng herbs or spices ang ginamit mo, 'di ba? So merong nangyayaring infusion doon na nagke-create ng mas aromatic um, smell ng dish. Ano pang example natin? If you will add turmeric and cayenne pepper, 'di ba? There's something different from its smell. One, and lalo na kapag hinado natin siya sa pagkain. Pero always remember, we don't need to be playful with the combination of herbs or spices. Kailangan marunong ka rin talaga. You have the skill kung paano magko-complement yung bawat herbs and spices um to make a signature dish coming from that um the aroma of those herbs and spices that you have used. And visual appeal naman, we eat with our eyes first, no? Kanina sabi ko yung pang-amoy ng customer. Ngayon, eye appeal, no? Ingredients like vibrant, like red paprika, golden turmeric, and fresh green parsley dramatically enhance dish presentation. Ayan, yung parang nagping-ping-ping ka lang at the end of your the cooking processes, 'di ba? Nagping-ping-ping ka lang halimbawa ng paprika, no, which is color red. So iba na yung nagiging dating niyan kapag nilagay natin yan sa isang simpleng dish lang. Okay, example natin carbonara, which is color white. Pag nilagyan natin yan ng paprika na red sa ibabaw, ni-sprinkle mo for presentation, iba na yung nagiging value nung food presentation mo. Okay? May kakaiba ka nang nakikita dyan. At nagkakaroon na, the end of the day, ng brand recognition. And restaurant identity, of course. Kasi, um, hindi nagtatapos lang sa worth it sa presyo or sa mabango mong naaamoy yung dish, but also the way it is being presented to the guests. So parang you are applying also the garnishing techniques, no? So yung garnishing natin, it shows attention, no, to the customers. And of course, sa part ng chef, nakikita na those chefs are very detailed and professional in preparing food. So yun nagiging reason bakit kailangan tayo gumamit ng herbs and spices to not just to season, no? May mga purpose tayong kailangang makita with that. And also the essential culinary herbs, when we say essential, this is the need, no? Gaya ng na-mention natin kanina, common need po sa kusina. No, we have the sweet basil. So ang sweet basil, sweet and slightly peppery, an absolute essential for Italian cuisine, pesto, and rich tomato-based sauces. No? And then we have also the cilantro. Ang cilantro naman natin are considered as bright, citrusy, and pungent. A staple ingredient in Mexican, no? Ginagamit natin siya in preparing salsas, Indian curries, and any Southeast Asian dishes. And we have also the parsley. Ayan. So, ito yung pinaka-familiar tayong lahat. So, parsley, clean and slightly bitter in taste, incredible as finishing garnish or use as flavor based in classic French mirepoix. Okay? are you familiar with mirepoix? A combination of carrots, we have the cilantro, we have the parsley, and then we will create a broth or a sauce from mirepoix, yung pinagpakuluan ng mga yon, no? So I want you to check on the definition of mirepoix dun sa sinend ko sa inyo mga common terminologies, kitchen terminologies. Okay? Then we have also essential culinary spices, no? So meron tayong mga common herbs, ang spices meron din. So it includes black pepper, ground cumin, and paprika. So black pepper, this is the universal spice, provides sharp, earthy heat that awakens the palate, always best when freshly cracked. Then ang ground cumin naman natin, warm, earthy, and slightly nutty in taste, a foundational spice essential for authentic taco seasonings, chilies, and curries. And then we have also the paprika, red paprika ranging from sweet to smoke to fire hot, and adds gorgeous crimson color and deep roasted bell pepper notes. Okay? So if you are a good chef class, there's no such specific dishes na kailangan nyo paggamitan itong mga to. Yung binanggit ko sa inyo kanina, if you know how to fuse herbs and spices, and that's very good. Okay? As long na magko-complement lahat ng combination ng herbs and spices, very good chef ka. Or even if you're not chef, very good student if you can combine those herbs. More than three will do, no? Sa isang dish na gusto mong i-experiment or gusto mong i-modify, very good ka. Okay? So, always remember na natututunan naman to when you execute or have a practice in food preparation. Okay? Kailangan mo siyang ma-demonstrate para mas ma-justify mo if okay din yung um, yung nagiging ano natin, plan when it comes to infusion of herbs and spices. And then we have the substitution ratio na tinatawag 3:1. 3 fresh to 1 dried. So you need to understand the concentration ng fresh to dried substitution. So it says here because dried herbs have their water content, okay, yung dried ano daw natin herbs is meron ng component ng liquid. Their essential oils are highly concentrated. Using too much can quickly overpower a dish. Okay? So, mas konti po ang nilalagay natin na um dried herbs compare po sa fresh. Okay? If you will put let's say for example, rosemary na dried as part of the golden rule, you need to put 1 teaspoon dried rosemary, and then ang ating pag fresh naman ang ginamit nating rosemary is 1 tablespoon. So yun po yung equivalent nilang dalawa. So ang reason po, ayan, balik tayo sa concentration. Yung dried herbs daw kasi may water content remove, and then their essentials oils are highly concentrated na. So kapag mas marami tayong measure or ginamit na dried herbs, mas na-overpower po yung dish. Hindi na malalasahan yung pagkain. Mas malalasahan mo na po yung herbs na ginamit mo. Okay? So timing is everything. Add dried herbs early. Kapag dried po ang gagamitin natin sa dish, early in the cooking process to rehydrate. So let's say for example, nasa kalagitnaan ka na ng pagluluto, or medyo malapit ka na matapos magluto, you need to add those dried. Pero kapag ang gagamitin mo po ay fresh, always remember, at the very end po siya nilalagay. Okay? It can be on the top habang mainit pa, or pag ipe-present na or serve sa customer. Okay? To preserve their delicate color and flavor. Kasi pag fresh, may tendency mag-change ang appearance, texture, and whatsoever. Unlike sa dried kasi, um, kaya pang ihalo yung flavor niyan habang nagluluto tayo. Habang naiinitan din siya, um, nami-mix po yung flavorings niya dun sa sa dish na pine-prepare natin. Okay? And then, the storage and shelf life po ng herbs and spices natin. Ayan. Please take note of this. The four enemies po ng ating herbs and spices. We should avoid the heat. Never store spices directly above your stove or oven. Or sa lighting, avoid clear jars left on sunny countertops. Air. Oxygen rapidly diminishes volatile oils. So, yung mga naka-open, it can be the mga nasa plastic packaging or jars na hindi natakpan ng maayos. So, you should not exercise that. And moisture, never shake spices directly over a steaming, boiling pot. So, those are the four enemies. So, the proper storage and shelf life ng herbs and spices. So, the best practice that we can execute is to store in tightly sealed dark glass or opaque metal containers and keep inside a cool dark cupboard or dedicated spice drawer. So shelf life and pro tip, the shelf life, ground spices last roughly 6 to 12 months. So wag niyong kinukuha-kuha class yung mga nakatambak din dun sa storage area natin na may nakita kayong ano doon, spices kasi more than a year na yung mga nandun. Okay, kaya tingnan nyo pa yung mga expiration date niyan. We're not supposed to use that kasi na-overstock na yan dyan. Okay? So, ground spices last for roughly 6 to 12 months. Woolly spices can last 1 to 2 years naman. Okay? So, for the pro tip, trust your nose. If it doesn't smell like anything, it won't taste like anything. So, toast it. So, may mga instinct din naman tayo most of the time. We're not supposed to lagi tayong nakadepende sa details, sa accurate informations, no? Pero pwede rin naman tayong maging subjective. If our smell is like, hindi na okay yung pangamoy nyo dun sa spice na yun or herbs, parang amoy bulok na or hindi na pwedeng magamit at confused na kayo, so trust your instinct. Huwag nang gamitin. Okay? Mas okay mag-provide na lang ng bago para mas secured and safe yung food preparation. And when it comes to maximizing flavor, the power of whole spices, purchasing whole spices and grinding them yourself is the single biggest upgrade you can make to your cooking. So ground spices lose their potency quickly upon exposure to air. So mas okay pala class if we will buy whole spices like cinnamon, black pepper, pero powder yung gagamitin mo. Ikaw na mismo yung magdudurog, no? Gagamit tayo ng mortar and pestle para mag-grind sila. So, ang reason yan, bakit mas okay, because ground spices lose their potency quickly upon exposure to air. So, once tayo po ay bumibili sa mga supermarket or kung saan man tayo or sa palengke, ganyan, usually mga naka-repack na yan eh. May dumaan na sila sa process. So marami ng possible na process ang dinaanin yan before ito na-repack. So, na-expose na siya for every process. So, mas maganda, if we will buy yung mga buo pa, at least, nag-expose man siya sa air, hindi ganun ka expose katulad nung mga naka-repack na. Okay? Or naka-bottle na. Okay? So, toasting and blooming naman, toasting and whole spices in a dry skillet before grinding releases their volatile oils, dramatically intensifying their aroma. Furthermore, blooming ground spices in warm oil or butter at the start of cooking ensures a rich infused flavor base. Ayan. So, after nating mag-grind, after nating mag-crack, proceed tayo sa another process, yung tinatawag na toasting and blooming. You can toast it using butter or a little bit of oil. Or pwede naman sa dry skillet lang. Alin dyan, pwede nating i-apply. Anong reason? To maximize po the flavor. So, mas na-exercise to ng chef, mas may tendency na mag-enhance pa yung flavor na gusto niyang um, malasahan ng customer sa pine-prepare na pagkain. Okay? So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, one of the reason why we need to season is the aroma, 'di ba? Actually, tayo nga may mga pagkakataon na 'pag may mga nadaanan tayo limbawang restaurant or any food businesses, 'pag may naamoy nga lang tayo parang mapapahinto tayo, 'di ba? Or parang gusto nating mag-visit sa kainan na 'yon. Kasi parang ang bango, 'no? Parang ang sarap kumain kahit 'di mo pa nakikita. So same thing with the purpose of herbs and spices. Gano'n siya ginagamit sa kusina. Okay? So may mga settings lang tayo like kayo as a student, you need to buy sa supermarket na mga naka-repack na talaga, 'di ba? Meron na talaga naka-bottle na herbs, naka-ready, naka-bundle na ng mga herbs or spices na mga naka-containers na. Pero tinuturuan tayo at this moment of time, what is the better way para mas ma-maximize natin yung flavor. If you are very masipag to, mag-mortar and pestle and mag-grind, if ever gagamit tayo ng herbs and spices, eh why not? Let's try. Okay? Para mas makita natin the difference. Okay? So, for the conclusion for this topic, herbs and spices class are the soul of the cooking. So, for a chef, they are powerful tools. That's what? Nagtatransform siya ng ordinary ingredients into what? Into memorable dishes. So, mastering the use is the key step toward becoming a skilled and creative culinary professional. Okay? So, this will be the end of our discussion for today. And if you have questions and clarifications, yeah, do not hesitate to message me. And always remember, sa pagluluto natin, regardless of the herbs and spices that you want to use, huwag matakot lasahan, taste, at kapag may kulang o pag may sumobra, meron tayong tinatawag na adjustment. At kapag hindi ka pa rin okay sa pine-prepare mo, nagkakaroon pa rin ng problema when it comes sa taste at dun sa mga ingredients na ginamit mo. So, just repeat it. So, ibig sabihin, prepare mo ulit siya. Ulitin mo. Nga lang magastos. Kasi syempre, you need to use another raw materials or ingredients again. Okay? So, I hope and pray you learn something from our quick discussion for this day. So, thank you for listening, class. Goodbye and God bless everyone.